Traders are revising possible changes in the Fed's monetary policy after the FOMC meeting held on Wednesday. The US dollar is losing value amid the Fed's confusion and attempts to find ways to settle the issue of the banking crisis and high inflation. In our video review, we will find out what events will shape traders' sentiment early next week. Next week will hardly be rich in macroeconomic events. What's more, the expected reports are unlikely to change the market trend. Nevertheless, they may help traders to clear up the existing situation and determine future trends. In other words, all the below-mentioned information will make it possible to predict future events. On Monday, experts at the IFO Institute will disclose the business climate data for March. German entrepreneurs have taken into account the instability of the banking system in the United States. There are hints that the same situation may take place in Germany, and some depositors have already closed their accounts. Most analysts suppose that the business climate indicator will decline, though insignificantly. On Tuesday, traders will estimate consumer sentiment. In particular, Australia will publish its retail sales figures for February. In January, the consumer activity surged, but in February, it may climb by just 0.4%. It's also a very good score. Strong data will allow the Reserve Bank of Australia to focus on a high inflation without worrying about a recession. In this light, the Australian dollar is expected to gain in value against the greenback, and during the US session, traders will focus on a consumer sentiment in the United States. Conference Board will provide their estimates. Notably, consumer spending accounts for about 2/3 of the US GDP. That's why any data on a consumer sentiment is very important for the estimation of the US economic prospects. A decline in consumer confidence will point to a slowdown in economic growth. On Wednesday, traders will continue learning information from Australia in an attempt to predict future actions of the Reserve Bank of Australia. Thus, according to the forecast, Australia's inflation will increase. In this case, the regulator may decide to raise the benchmark rate even more, thus making the national currency more attractive to investors. Data on the US real estate market is one more indicator of a consumer activity. The purchase of a new house is a very important step that is taken only in a case of a predictable future and economic confidence. Judging by the forecast, the situation in the United States economy is quite ambiguous. So how will going to be in the short term in financial markets? We will definitely tell you in our news releases. Subscribe to the channel and follow news with us. See you soon.